Well, good morning, beautiful. I hope that you're well rested and ready to start your day, which is January 28th, 2021, also being timeless. Well, that's when I'm recording this for, but you know the deal. If you're watching it at any point, it could have something to do with your life. Don't force it, though. It's general collective. You can always let it fall away. If you have a question about booking a session, I'm not even kidding. You know, your individual storyline is always more detailed, in-depth, and intense. Sorry, one of the mini piles just scrolled down or nudged down. Yeah, so I do have a coronavirus sale. It involves everything. Ask questions. Let's get the show on the road. Ride or wait. Okay, something in the past that you were literally forced to move on from. It wasn't even an active choice on your part. It was probably subconscious, but we're looking at conscious choices. You had to move on from the situation, and now it's coming back to reconnect with you. You've already moved on from this situation in your life. Look at what we're looking at right here. This pain of being forced of having to move on is exasperating, exhausting, all of those things. It broke your heart, but I see that the healing had happened and feeling left out. Yeah. And now I see that the past is coming back either for some form of a reconnection or for closure. I really feel like it wants some sort of a reconnection because it has missed what was feeding into it in the past, and that's exactly what happened. Feeding into it, it was something that they enjoyed being the apple of the eye. So now that you're not there, now that they're not getting it from the adequate source, it looks like somebody, it doesn't have to be romantic, somebody wants to have that validation from you. But, and that's a big but right there, we are not going to entertain that, are we? I do feel like you are seeing their shenanigans for exactly what they are, kicking them to the curb. Look. Oh yeah, it's you on the pedestal now. You are an independent boss babe. Absolutely. Babe is unisex, so I'm going to go with that. But anyway, it took you a long time to get there, and little old birdie there is giving you a message from Tweedledum over here. You know, I really can't hate as much as I do on this person that this is talking about. And it's high fives all around for spirit, connection on this one. They did their job. They should have known what they had when they had it. Yeah, well, no. I have a very strong feeling that fate is inevitable. Yeah. No matter how you try and move around it, it's gonna happen. It is fate. How this ended was fate. What you're doing now is fate. What you're doing after this, absolutely fate. You have your choices, but believe me, it's fate. This is what we're looking at right here. This was a lot for you to handle. It definitely caused you to break. But seeing how low this made you feel in life, that was a quick shock to your system, and you're like, you know what? I'm not going to do this again. So in the mini reads, this was really talking a lot about the same thing. Go ahead and check the timestamp. You know how it goes. So in the mini reads, oh God, they are coming in for some form of connection. Some of you, it might be closure, but I feel more along the lines of connection. I'm not going to really speak to both because I feel like maybe it's one or two, or however many end up watching this out of those. Very small portion. Anyway, this, I do feel like it is a form of wanting to reconnect, and you're seeing yourself in an entirely new light. And the be true to you meaning that you're getting validation of the era that has been closed before. Like that. But when you get that validation, that self-awareness and acknowledgement about this is actually a huge enlightening feeling I'm feeling come in for any of this. It's like, oh, you mean I don't have to bear? Yeah, kind of like that. Totally with the Valley Girl blip on that too. All about it. So, yeah, it's really actively your choice on that. And I feel like this weight coming off of your chest. You literally don't have to do anything. How crazy is that? You have active choice. You're not free of the consequences of your choice, but you have choices nonetheless. And don't let that scare you. I don't think that you're going to do anything stupid. I mean, even if I did, who the hell am I to judge? Anyway, so as a collective thought process, let me just say that you're probably not going to do anything stupid. All right. Oh, yeah. Yep. This was such an important relationship to you. This has such an intense feeling of deep roots. It could be family. It could be who you thought was even the one. They're going to be making communication with you. And I see it being something that you stop at dead in its tracks. If this is a message, I don't even see you really opening it or looking into it at all. Quick block. No thank you. Reverse you. Skip you. F you. Uno. I don't know why I always like saying that. Anyway, you moved on and you are incredibly empowered by this. The Lover's card, it can talk soulmate, twin flame. But really, this is really big changes, really important people in your life. And it's also a Gemini card. That might have something to do with some of you. Maybe it's the time of Gemini. Maybe this person's a Gemini. I don't know. I'm not drinking any haterade on any zodiac signs with that one. I've seen every single one. Literally, the sun sign doesn't mean squat. It's the entirety of the chart, which I find to be true. Not everyone believes in it, though, and it's perfectly fine. So, you had a God complex with this person. They had a God complex, and you were totally swept up by it. And now looking back, you are seeing it as some sort of seduction. This was manipulative in some way, shape, or form. Please don't be straight about it. It's not like you were their puppet. Although, actually, let me backtrack on that one. Yeah, they were definitely your puppet master for a little bit. You definitely gave them that, the pedestal that they were craving, which is why they're coming back. They're like, can we go back to the way we were? No, not even a little bit. I will burn your feet on that one. I'm not condoning violence. You're not going to do anything for another person ever like that again. You are not somebody's servant. You are not the person who's going to rescue someone's life in that one. Obviously, you're going to do good deeds for people where you can. I'm just saying you're not, there's, you know what I'm saying? Not the savior of them. Okay. So we got the kind of the gist on the why into why Tweedledum is coming back. Oh yeah, I'm going to keep calling him that. Enjoy the show on that. Why are they coming back? Why? Is it solely because of their God complex? Their sense of entitlement? They can't get anyone to fawn for them like they had in the past or even with you. The jig is up. They can't manipulate anybody. Everything that they have really encompassed themselves with was an illusion. I don't think it started off that way with them. I think that this is something that they were molded into. It really became their identity. All right. And honestly, okay, don't get infuriated in hearing this because I think you're going to be annoyed with them even reaching out to you. You're not the only one they're reaching out to. It's the same shenanigans. And how stupid is that? Okay. Oh yeah, they're still up to their same old tricks. They want to paint it as something else. They think that they can swindle you again. Sorry, you're a different person. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all of that. You know, if past you were to talk with you now, I think that the past you would be shocked and ask what's wrong. Nothing is wrong. You grew, and it's not diminishing where the old you was. You're just not willing to fight for BS anymore. Yeah. They're not going to get what they want. They're not going to get it from anybody. Everyone knows they're crap. And the thing is, everyone's still seeing the same red flags. This person hasn't changed. They haven't done any work for themselves. They're hitting dead ends everywhere. And these are like their last threads with everything. Look at that. They haven't healed anything. I don't care. Well, I do care. Obviously, I don't want anybody to be in pain. Whatever got them into that position is no excuse for how they treated you in this one. They have a lot of limiting beliefs. It's very black and white for them. If you're not with them, you're against them. That's a little dangerous to think. How about you just have nothing to do with them? I'm not saying that that's not your thought process already. We're talking about their mindset. So Spirit advice, because I see you calling it quits the moment you come across their name. What's the advice? I'm being pulled to this. Yeah, you're not gonna, don't engage, don't do it. Blessed change, let yourself receive. Self-employment, all blue, and then we have this bad boy. So the blessed change, allow others to give you loving care, receive without guilt or apologies. A major life change brings great blessings. You're a born entrepreneur and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. Talking on a personal stance, this is saying don't, the advice is don't even pretend to, no. Let yourself receive in blessed change. You want a clarification. Pay attention. Watch your thoughts. All right, nostalgic Nancy. You may be reminiscing about the good times as you're telling this person to go F themselves. Don't let that pull you back in. I don't see it happening, but Spirit's kind of cautioning you with it. Watch your thoughts, because you might draw this person in yet again. We don't need a yo-yo in any of this. Pay attention to what your thoughts are bringing you. This self-employment is basking in your glory for yourself, not at the witness of them. They're already watching you. They've already been peering at your profile if you have them. This is not news. They may have looked at it through anonymous means. Yeah, I'm having a hard time talking. Or they could have just been listening through the grapevine for you. Or they might just be talking about you continuously, where everybody is absolutely irritated with hearing your name, which you want to good on them too. So the blessed change is standing solid in your power, which I really feel like is already the route in motion. It's going to bring even more empowerment and even more positive change for you. So this is saying, in blocking that off and telling them to go F themselves, be mindful not to close yourself off from the gift that you are going to receive in exchange for letting go of that BS. So I want to know who this could be. All right. So I don't think I have any. You know, that's it. I have an idea. Stay tuned. Not in this reading or anything like that, but down the road. Okay. So what is the blessed change, Spirit? Intimidation for you. You are going to be intimidated by some sort of windfall that's coming your way. It seems grand. It seems like it's completely authentic and it's real, and it's almost like you... It feels like you're getting such a good deal in life, in this life situation, that you almost feel like it's robbery. Like, you're going to have an issue with something being so good in your life, whether it's a new connection or a wonderful, kind-hearted spirit, physical or actual. All right. Seeing things from an entirely different angle, a newfound sense of self-righteousness that I am really looking forward to for you. I want you to have a healthy dose of self-righteousness. I think that it's a beautiful thing to witness that about yourself. It's not saying anything negative. It's just like, well, of course. Of course. A lot of masculine energy around this. So this, it does feel like, okay, it's not talking about gender, talking masculinity in you. The the enforcer, the momentum, the initiator, all of those. It's action. Action oriented on your part, emotionally, scaring the hell out of you. Action wise, plowing right through it. And it does have a lot of kindred spirit, soul bond, and enlightenment around it as far as a connection goes. It's something that's totally getting you out of your head and really having a reality check. We have 3 kings here. I'm not being pulled. Okay. So what king are we absent of right now? We're missing the King of Pentacles. Don't let yourself overthink this. I don't think that you will, but please keep that in check. Act on inspiration. No, wait, the King of Wands is right here. Which one are we missing? King of Pentacles. Okay, so grounded. Act on inspiration. Don't worry about seeming ungrounded. This is a time for spontaneity and excitement. Okay, yes, I like this. This is going to seem like a new dog with new tricks. I love it. And it's not going to be disastrous. I think that you have put all of that on the back burner. I don't feel any drama. I feel excitement. So this is a really interesting connection that's incoming. Am I being pulled to anywhere else right now? Mermaids and dolphins. What do you want to say? Okay, you flipped over kind of, okay, retirement, volunteer, free up your time. It's really important that you better compartmentalize your time for events. This might involve a vacation, which I want you to be gung-ho about. Is it gung-ho or gung-ho? I think it's gung-ho. All right, so tell me about freeing up time, the why behind it, because it's time to take the next step. You need to have time to do that. Are you distracting yourself by being a workhorse or continuously distracted by something right in front of you? Are you multitasking? What are you doing? So let's see. Sobriety. Yeah, you are keeping yourself busy and clouded. You know, you don't need to live by accomplishments. You can enjoy the fruits of your labor, and you can enjoy the fruits of your personal growth. You can sit back and be like, I did that. I rock. I mean that. All right. Give me more on this. I'm being pulled to a deck. This is good. We had a really small lull in this. This is very soft energy. Soft, grounded energy. And it feels like a slow burn of excitement. You know? Something that's not going to burn out. It's taking its time. How is that even possible? Okay, give me more. You got that? Are you sure? Alchemy. Make a decision. You have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. Feeling stuck or indecisive, listen to your intuition, make a decision. So this is, we're basing your intuition off of signs and synchronicities, which is what we just pulled. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Take notice of them in order to increase their flow. Soulmate relationships. This is very much personal connections that are being drawn in. For some of you, it's romantic. For some of you, it's involving just really big deal of relationships, whether it's a family connection or whether it's just a kindred spirit. But for some of you, I am getting romantic. Okay. You've been getting signs and synchronicities about some sort of connection that's incoming. I actually really want you to write this down when it happens and what your thoughts are. For instance, if you are thinking about a person or a person from the past and some sort of sound or some sort of visual or even some sort of action you hear a no. Now, if you're doing the action and you hear a no, it's usually like dropping something on your foot or stubbing your toe. Spirit's like, snap out of it. No. For some reason, Spirit has really hated my right foot for a few months in the last few months. Not sure what it did to provoke it, but hey. All right. So what you are getting is going to be soulmate type relationships, kindred spirit. I'm going to say those because I don't want you to just link it to romantic prospects, because it's not all that is life. I do see that you are getting signs for it. I want you to write it down. I want you to be able to decipher it. I don't want you to get lost in it, but see it as unfolding before you, as if it's pretty much already happened. You already have this connection. The point is getting there. So it's already yours. Know that it's yours. All you have to do is show up and sign off on every action in your life getting to these situations. So my dear, I hope that this finds you well. Go rock the day. Make this yours. This is obviously not just a 24-hour reading. This is a projection of your future based on the circumstance and if you continue along this path. So if you have questions about your own individual path and the details that it entails, go ahead and reach out or ask me about any service that I provide. I hope you have an amazing day. Go rock it. Make it yours. Bye, love. Somebody important, whether it's good important or bad important, is coming in from the past. They have something that they want to tell you. You don't want to hear it. Not that it's bad. You just don't want to hear it anymore. You've been doing a lot of work from moving on from all of this drama. This person is coming in. It's definitely feeling a little triggering. But I see that you have your wits about you. I do see that this is something that you have already in your head and in your heart moved on from. So whatever they got to tell you, it's small potatoes. And I don't see you taking a bite of that. So do whatever you want with this. I see you kicking it to the curb. I see you not entertaining it at all. In fact, I see you squashing it as soon as it approaches you. I don't feel like it's a sign or synchronicity. I really feel like somebody from the past is going to be reaching out. And it's for communication. It could be for closure. But whatever it is, you're not hearing it. So I hope that it made sense. Kick them to the curb. I don't know. Stay safe. Have fun. Don't force yourself to buy into something that makes you squeamish, that gets under your skin. It's not for you. What was once your god or goddess is now being called out for what it is. What I'm seeing here is getting you at a very fragile point in your life. Somebody actually taking advantage of it, seducing you in some way, shape, or form. Doesn't have to be sexual, but it's present. And then making them, you having to make them the epicenter. It was a real weird God complex with this person, but I see that you broke apart from them. And this is where you were put in charge of having to go above and beyond for them, having to react to their every whim, need. And I see it was fulfilled for a while. You've grown, you've come into your own, and you see this for the fraud of a person that it is. Stay strong. I know you're not going to bite into it. This is saying that you're not going to be fooled again. So awesome. I love that somebody is actually coming into your life and testing you to reaffirm how much you have changed and what you're actually looking for in connections in your life. They're not all romantic. I got that. However, this is reaffirming that you have completed this crazy cycle in your life. Look what you have at the bottom, end of an era. So this, I do feel like you are authentic. I do feel like you're looking back at the past, while with loving eyes, more like, if I tried to force myself to put up with this right now, I would probably punch myself in the head. Obviously, this is not something that you're going to do, but you have taken complete ownership of the change in you and the life that you want. I do feel like you're an entirely different person, grown, but also still looking compassionately back at the past versions of you, because it was all your best and it was all authentic. So I guess that's it. Trust yourself. Stay safe. Have fun. Bye.